After the deadly terror attack in Pahalgam, India strongly replied to Pakistan's false claims about the Indus Water Treaty at the United Nations. India's US Ambassador P. Harish said the treaty will stay suspended until Pakistan stops cross-border terrorism. He gave 4 reasons, including Pakistan's support for terrorism and repeated attacks that killed over 20,000 Indians, blocking infrastructure and refusing to cooperate in updating the treaty. Congress MP Shashi Tharoor left Delhi early on Saturday, leading an all-party parliamentary delegation under Operation Sindoor to the United States, Panama, Guyana, Brazil and Colombia. Tharoor firmly stated India will not be silenced by terrorism, emphasizing that mission is one of peace and hope. Remembering the recent terror attack in Pahalgam, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar condemned it as a deliberate effort to spread fear, damage Kashmir's terrorism and create religious tensions. Speaking to the German Council on Foreign Relations, he explained India's strong response called Operation Sindoor, which targeted terrorist bases. Amid tensions between India and Pakistan, Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif will visit Turkey, Iran, Azerbaijan and Tajikistan from May 25 to May 30, according to the Pakistan's Foreign Ministry. The visit aims to discuss important religious and global issues. Sharif will have detailed talks with the leaders of all 4 countries. Pakistan's former Prime Minister Imran Khan strongly criticized Army Chief General Asim Munir after his promotion to Field Marshal, saying he should be called a king as Pakistan is ruled by jungle law. Imran Khan, jailed since October 2023, denied any political deal but invited talks with the army for Pakistan's future. Amid rising tensions and threat of resignation from Mohammad Yunus, aides to Bangladesh Interim Chief Advisor have strongly opposed holding elections by the end of the year. Environment Advisor Saeeda Rizwan Hassan said, the interim government's role is not just to organize elections, but also to focus on reforms and justice. Special Advisor Faiz Ahmad Taib confirmed that Yunus will not resign and predicted elections will likely to be held in April or May. A federal judge blocked the Trump administration's attempt to stop Howard University from enrolling international students. Judge Alison Burroughs, appointed by Barack Obama, issued a temporary restraining order to protect Howard's student and exchange visitor program certification. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem had claimed anti-Semitism and links to China as reasons. Howard called the move unconstitutional and harmful to over 7,000 international students, saying, without its international students, Howard is not Howard. After Pope Leo XIV, the first American Pope, offered to help the global peace talks and after a visit to US leaders J.D. Vance and Marco Rubio, Russia strongly rejected the idea of Vatican-hosted peace talks with Ukraine. Russia's foreign minister called it a fantasy and said it would be wrong for Orthodox countries to meet in a Catholic place. Ukraine also rejected the Putin ceasefire terms. In another shocking incident in Germany, at least 12 people were injured in the knife attack at the Hamburg station on Friday evening. Report says that 3 victims are in a critical condition. The local police arrested the suspected attacker, a 39-year-old woman, soon after the incident. She is believed to be attacked alone. According to the police, she attacked people on the platform between tracks 13 and 14. Following previous waves caused by new COVID-19 variants, the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention's airport screening program has found several cases of the new NB 1.8.1 variant. This variant is linked to a major surge in China. These cases were detected when travelers arriving in California, Washington and New York between April 22 and May 12, although this variant has not been shown to cause more severe illness.